Hello, my name is Schwalbe, and this is Xenon Racer. This is a beautiful game, but ultimately flawed game due to the controls. To start off, we'll go to settings and game controls. We're not going to hide this. There are two columns, remappable controls and non-remappable controls. The non-remappable controls are where I have the issue. I don't have a steering wheel and pedals. How do I have non-remappable controls to devices that I don't have? What they've done in the background is they've mapped those to the left analog joystick of the controller that I'm using. The downside to that is acceleration and braking are top to bottom. Steering is left to right. So if you want to steer, you must sacrifice speed, and if you want to manage your speed, you must sacrifice your steering capabilities. So beside having the steering linked to the accelerator and brake, the game wants you to steer by drifting, and you will end up using your handbrake and boost more so than the actual steering component of the wheel. At least that's been my experience. You hit the handbrake and throw the car in the opposite direction, and you drift around the corner. If you're going in a straight line and try to use the steering wheel just by itself, you still go straight. Alright, now the main mode of the game, at least that I've done, is within the Racing Championship. But there's also Fast Race, split screen for when it's someone else right here, and then you can do an online mode. All of these are going to be basically the same styling of races. So I'll just show you the championship. So here we can select the different races. All of the reds are going to be normal cars. The blues are performance cars. So here is a normal car. Let's go ahead and edit. So that was under vehicle. We go to body mass and we can select. The other thing that I don't like is it always resets you back to this vehicle selection. So even though I was at body mass, it resets back to vehicle. So I want to do wheels. The ERS is how your batteries produce boost for you. I personally like a longer duration with slightly less boost total speed, because you end up getting a more consistent run. But you know, to each their own. Alright. And if I remember correctly, that was this guy right here. Yep. So we'll go ahead and select that. And let's go ahead and race. Now there's two voices that we hear when we're on the racetrack. So we have the announcer slash commentator, and then we have the in-car computer. Now the commentator is a jerk, and I don't like him. But anyway, we also have multiple views for the car. You have the cockpit view like this, and then what I probably like a little better is this view here for the bird's eye. It's really nice to see what's going on around you, but more importantly, there are some other kinds of cars that do movement as you speed up or slow down. So this, for example, is one of those cars. So as you slow down, the car gets a little bit more narrow. As you speed up, the car gets a little bit more wide and gives you some advantages that way.
ERS system just reloaded.
So anyway, ultimately, this game is a lot of fun if the controls work well for you. I would venture to guess that the controls are not going to work well for most people, and so I would recommend a pass. Exit out.